Unfortunately, Umamunosizwe Grasa is not here with us because she is at home in Shilembeni in Mozambique. She has instructed that we must open the doors to the leadership of the ANC because this is what Madiba left us with. This is a home of the ANC. And when they come to our humble home, we are overjoyed that they are coming to pay tribute to the father of our young democracy. They have placed their intentions and requests to go and pay tribute to Madiba at his grave. And as a family, we welcomed that. And it is a necessary step to be undertaken. But we have requested that traditionally, there are things that we have to adhere to as a family before we go and take them to the graves. Particularly, the first step is to call the Mandela family to come and inform them that there was a request made by the ANC which the family has welcomed. And we therefore need to go and inform Madiba in his place of rest that in a meeting that was held today, we together collectively with the ANC leadership and the family have identified the 11th of February as the day that we will go to Madiba's grave. As you know that on the 11th of February 1990, Madiba was released and he came out a free man from Victor Verster prison. Therefore, the request then made by the family was that if the ANC leadership can allow us to be able to attend to these traditions so that we are able to inform Madiba that they will be coming on this particular date. But also, once we have done that, there is also a ritual of washing ukuhlamba. That means we must slaughter an ox to wash the leadership when they come back from the graves. And that cannot be done because of the program of the day. They've got other commitments that they are going to. But it has been a wonderful occasion for us as the family today to officially welcome the ANC leadership to our home. And we want to wish them well on the celebrations on Saturday in East London and the year ahead of 2018, as we will be celebrating Umamu Sisulu as well as Unkosi Dalpunga, Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. I thank you. Yeah.
Are you taking questions?
First.
Well, it was a pleasure to really be so warmly welcomed by the Mandela family here. And as Nkosi Mandla has already indicated, the ANC leadership led by the president was here to say and request that we want to come to Mandela's grave. And that's why we understand that there are certain rituals and traditions to be followed. And therefore we agreed, as Nkosi has indicated, that on the 11th of February, it's an important day historically. And there will be other days like April 27, there will be other days like 5 December, 15 December, which we have actually talked about, so that as we have declared this year, the year of renewal and reconnecting with our people, our history, our ancestors, reconnecting back to our roots, we then decided that it is in order for us to come back and thoroughly prepare so that when we celebrate the year, 100 years of Nelson Mandela and Mama Sisulu, we do this across the entire country. But we recognize the Eastern Cape as one of the provinces with the legends and our leadership. And that's why we will be visiting various families today. Qunu, the family of Qunu and other families around here, as we have done in other provinces. So it was a welcome, and I think we are so much excited, and we are looking forward to moving forward and reconnecting with our people at the grassroots level.
Thank you very much, guys. This was a very brief briefing. We don't think it necessarily requires more interaction. There will be that opportunity where there will be properly organized media briefing. You engage with a lot of issues. They will all be packaged. From here, the leadership is, President will just be greeting the community down here in the multi-purpose. From there, the Secretary General is going to over 80 kilometers down, west direction, to visit Dr. Qunu's family and also have a mini rally there around the sub-region. Deputy President is going to the west side of the province, Cradock, to visit Reverend Canon James Kalata and Cradock, 4 families, and lay wreath in those particular graveyards. So that's a kind of a hectic schedule. President, what else official? The President, National Chair, they will remain here. From there, we are going to the Great Place, the Bombane Great Place, to meet the King, traditional leaders, and the community as well. So that's how we are wrapping up the day. Afternoon at 3, President will be doing a walkabout in King Williamstown, taxi rank, meeting people at the mall, and all that. That's how sweet it is. Thank you very much. Have a safe trip back to East London. See you there.
Well, Mandla Mandela, the chief of the Mvezo Traditional Council and grandson of the late Nelson Mandela, was just giving a press briefing there, confirming that indeed the Mandela family met with the ANC leadership that was in Qunu at Mandela's home, and that they welcomed the ANC leaders to their home, and that the ANC leaders have made a request to visit Mandela's grave site on the 11th of February 2018. He mentioned that the 11th of February is a significant date because on the 11th of February in 1990, Madiba was released from prison. And Mandla Mandela went on to just mention that there are some traditions that have to be observed before the ANC leaders can actually be allowed to go and visit Madiba at his resting place. Some of the items that he mentioned have to be taken care of before that can be done is that Mandela family has to be informed officially, that's the entire family, of the ANC leadership's intention to go and visit his gravesite. He also mentioned that Madiba himself has to be informed, meaning a member of the family would have to go to Madiba's grave and inform him that ANC leadership will be coming on the 11th of February to pay their respects. He mentioned also that an ox would have to be slaughtered to wash the leaders of the ANC when they return from Madiba's grave, which might be a bit tricky logistically, seeing that their schedule will be tight for that.